Hey VC, it's Tim. Yeah, so I'm back with another video, and this video is all about private press. So I have like a stack of private press here, as you can see this, that I'm gonna show. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Peaceseekers 3, and this is on Radex, which is was a label out of Illinois. It's was in Freeport, Illinois, which is like not far from where I'm at. But this record is yeah, it's definitely something interesting. It's like these high school kids that are in a choir, and they're like singing these 60s songs, and it's really cool. Like there's a gatefold here where they show like there's the choir of the kids, and yeah, there's like the lyrics on the inside, and like, yeah, look at these kids, they're just hanging out, they're having fun. But this is like these kids are like singing like a lot of these 60s songs, and it's kind of funny because there's a song on here on track number 4 on side 2. It's called I Don't Know How to Love Him, and there's this 16-year-old, well, I'm assuming she's 16, you know, because they're like high school kids, but she's talking about like these adult themes, and it's, I don't know, it's really kind of like makes you stop and think like, holy shit, should I be listening to this right now or not? But yeah, I'd suggest this. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's also All My Trials, which is a Joan Baez song. Oh, it's on side 2 as well. But yeah, that's really cool. To have like, you know, young kids singing about stuff like that. So anyways, the Peaceseekers, and yeah, the label, it's on Radex, which is an Illinois label, which is not too far from here, but yeah. Alright, and then right now what we have on the turntable is this album, The Soul Converters, Just As I Am. And this album right here is what really got me into soul. Like, I'm really into soul right now. And I definitely have to say that this album, I got it in the discount bin. It was only $3, and I saw it's a private press. It's out of Brooklyn, and you can see these guys. I don't exactly know what year this came out. It's either late 70s or early 80s. But yeah, right there you can see it says Bronx, New York. And yeah, oh yeah, and this is in mono as well. And man, it's just, it rips. I like these stock covers. It's I don't know. It's cool looking. So anyways, yeah. So this is the Soul Converters that we have playing, Just As I Am. I definitely suggest this if you can find it. It's not like a common album, and this is a little beat up, you know, it's a little ripped right here, but for $3 and in the record, it's in mono, so it plays, it's a little scratched, but it plays just fine, as you can hear. So anyways, yeah, Soul Converters. And yeah, I can't show you the album on that one. Alright, next up we have Kid Howard's La Vida Band. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, but like, if you just look at this album cover and look at this guy, he looks like he's really like, he's full of soul, you know. He's lived life right there, you know. He's got something to say, so I picked this up. This is only $3 as well, and so this is actually basically just kind of like Dixieland jazz. This came out in 1961, and this gentleman, Kid Howard, he actually died in 1966, and yeah, there's side 2's really good. Let's see. There's like a CC Rider. You can't even recognize it. It's all mostly instrumental. There is one track. Side 2, track 1 is they're singing, and it does have like a Louis Armstrong feel. And you know, this guy does, you know, kind of, he looks a little like Louis Armstrong, like he, you know, he looks like he lived a rough life, and I just saw this album, and there's like the old English writing, and I was just into it right away, you know, so I picked up on it. I'm not usually into like Dixieland, but this is something that I'm not getting rid of anytime soon. And yeah, I listen to it from now and then, but and then yeah, the label here, so it has this the Icon label, yeah, it's in Old English, so yeah. All right, next up we have Randy Holland, Cat Mine. So this is a pretty interesting album. This is kind of like bar band folk, I guess I'd kind of say it. But there's also, yeah, so basically it sounds kind of like Country Joe and the Fish, if Country Joe and the Fish covered Chris Christopherson in like the 70s. So, yeah, it's interesting. There, look at this guy. He looks like he just, he looks like he's riding on a Harley Davidson, and I don't know, I saw that. This was only $10, so I grabbed it, and it's a really good album. I saw it on Discogs. It's about like $20 or $30, which is kind of funny, but I guess the record store that I go to a lot sells these for cheaper, because no one in Wisconsin really buys private press where I'm at. There's a couple people that do. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty good. I got the label here. It's on the Mother Record Company. Cat Mine, yeah. So yeah, there is a track on side 2. I'll Remember the Good. Yeah, the opening track. He talks about like marijuana, and it's just funny, you know. This guy looks like he's in like a biker. He's like a biker poet or something. I don't know. Anyways, up next we have the Starricks. He'll calm your troubled waters. So, I mean, yeah, this is kind of a funny cover. If you look at this, like, here's the guy in the leather jacket and the woman just kind of hanging out together with, like, the stock cover. And this is mostly just, like, country music. And the guy, he kind of sounds like a bad, like, George Strait, you know? But the girl, like, she sounds just like Tammy Wynette. So, I mean, it's not bad. The first track's really good, and then on the side 2 is all Gwen. So I can't remember the guy's name, and I looked this up, and I couldn't find this on Discogs. I didn't do a lot of research on it, but I definitely got to say, like, side 2. I mean, it starts out with like this kind of like disco country ballad, and then it just kind of ends with like some good ballads, country ballads. So it's not bad. I mean, that's a cool like back cover, and this is like. That's such a weird looking cover, you know, and for only $3, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna pass on that. I don't know. I'm interested in the Private Press. I watch a lot of the Psychedelic channel, and he shows the Private Press, and that's what really got me interested in it, is that, and just finding it in the wild. There is a lot of it around here, surprisingly. This video, to interject, is brought to you by Paps. So yeah, the label on that one. Yeah, that's on 8th Productions. Oh, sorry, that's upside down. I was looking at it right side up on the other side. Yeah, pretty cool looking label there. Next up we have Ed Kilborn, Wave to the Eagle. So this album, I mean, this is like classic Private Press. Like, I don't know, this like looks like a really cool cover. So actually what this album is, this guy basically sounds a lot like James Taylor, and it's like, honestly, I'm not like a huge James Taylor fan, but like this has like no production quality to it. It's just like a regular guy making like James Taylor quality kind of stuff, and it honestly, it's really good. I like it for what it is. Just because, like, you know, the guy has so much passion just because he hasn't made it, you know? Like, obviously, I think he's probably, like, you know, a parent. He's probably married, and, like, these are, like, some songs. He even covers a James Taylor song, You've Got a Friend, track number 5 on the back here. But, I mean, like, yeah, that back cover is cool as well, and, like, you know, I don't know. I've seen these pretty cheap on Discogs. Yeah, anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, and then the label here. Yeah, it's on Airborne Records. Alright, so next we have New Vision. So I saw this, and this is like a real awesome looking cover. And then on the back, like, I mean, this looks pretty cool too, you know, like these guys look like they're pretty hip. They look like they're probably like hippies. And the first, okay, so if you look at side 1, the first track, Free, second one, Joy, Why Worry, you know, it looks like these guys are really like hip and cool, you know. Well, whoops, I'm sorry. This is all about Jesus. This is OAR. This is like pretty much like Jesus Yacht Rock. I mean, it's cool if you like that. It's alright. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get rid of it just because like I already have it. I spent $10 on it. Sometimes you take a chance and you fail, you know? I mean, it's alright though. It's not bad, but it definitely looks cool. There's some like funk on side 2. What do I got written down here? Yeah. Oh, whoops, didn't write anything down. Anyways, here's the label. It's on Prestige, but it's just, it's not the Prestige of, I don't know, I think they were out of London or whatever, but yeah, this is just, that's what they named it. Anyways, yeah, moving on. Alright, next we have Any. So this is a private press out of Michigan. And this is just a woman and her guitar. And it basically sounds like a combination of like Joan Baez and Buffy St. Marie. And I like it. She's basically just playing like traditional songs, and I think it's really cool. It's like, yeah, definitely like folk, but there's like an echo to it, and yeah, I don't know. It's cool if you're into like folk, and here's the label on that. And yeah, next up we have Cephas Teen Challenge with Jeff Cogswell. And what this is like Zion actually psych folk. And it's pretty good. Yeah, I picked this up for $12 at a local store. Jesus is Just Alright, they cover on the back. If you see the back, yeah, they have like a collage. I saw this, I was like, that's gotta be definitely cool. Yeah, anyways, this is Teen Challenge, I think, is like a Jesus thing where they like take a high school that's like into Jesus, and they're like, let's make a choir. And Jeff Coswell comes along and is like, hey, I'm a singer-songwriter, and let's play some songs and you guys back it up. And I think that's how it is. But anyways, this is good for $12. I haven't found it on Discogs. But anyways, yeah, here's the label on that. So I'm going to flip the record real quick. I didn't think it would change so fast. But yeah. And yeah, next up we have the Sufi Choir, Crying for Joy. And this one came out in 1974. And this is really cheap. This was only $2, and this is like really like hippie kind of Eastern like cult shit. Like this album, this choir was created, or this group was created because they had like their leader died or something, and they made this album, and they made a couple albums, and this is like a combination of like Eastern religion and like Buddhism and Christianity. Like if you look at the back here, they have so Krishna song, and then Jesus was a shepherd, and like, yeah. So it's like combining like a lot of religions, but it's pretty interesting. And there's actually on side 2, there's like a drum or a bongo break. Let me just find on my notes here where, okay, yeah. So this is like Eastern influence. Maybe if Fifth Dimension were like all white. There's some psych elements. There's a real 60s feel. Lots of cool sound effects. And then, yeah, side 2 is real funky. And then there's a bongo break on track 3 on side 2, which is called Thank You. But yeah, it has a strong finish, and yeah, it's kind of like Fifth Dimension and Rotary Connection, if you know any of those bands. But so I'll show the label. So the first side is the star side, and there's like a little guy in the star there. I don't know, that's kind of funny. And then the second side is the sun side, and then there's like people walking around there. So yeah, yeah. Last or almost last. This is Bobby Brown. So this guy is like from California, and this is a private press of like this guy that kind of just like drove around with his dog, like playing music, but it's basically kind of like let me get the hype sticker here. So this is like weird private press psych folk, kind of like new age instrumentation with spooky vocals. And what this guy did is like he built a lot of his instruments, and he would just play them, and he had like a live album, and he actually opened for I can't remember, a famous band. I think it was like the Guess Who or something, but yeah, actually, yeah, don't quote me on that because it probably wasn't that band. But anyways, yeah, on the back here it has like a whole story, you know, and it's Enlightened Beam of Oxamanda. Oxanda. Yeah, I don't know. It is like pretty new age, but it's cool. And like it says on the back here that side 2 was like recorded live. Side 1 was recorded on like a 4-track. But yeah, definitely cool. Like a lot of these have been put out. This was only $25. I think there was like 3 presses of this, so you can find it if you look for it. And yeah, here's the label. And it just has this kind of beam energy guy, definitely new age kind of deal on both sides. Alright, so last we have Ron Geeson, As He Stands. And I bought this album because I thought it was going to be like private press psych folk kind of thing. And it actually turns out it's more kind of like electronic. And there's like little, I don't know, this album's alright. There's like electronic, like instrumental suites and some like spoken word kind of like comedy tracks or stuff like that. I don't know, it's not like the best album, but Ron Geeson, he had like a connection with Pink Floyd, and he helped them finish the song Atom Heart Mother. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't suggest this. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not like essential. But anyways, here's the label on that. He like created his own label to put out his music, so yeah. And him and Roger Waters, him and Roger Waters collaborated on like a soundtrack or something too, so he put out quite a few albums that are like kind of easy to find. But anyways, yeah, so that's my latest video. Yeah, anyways, we'll talk to you later. I'll have another video soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks.